Would you believe it's a good thing? Some of you guys have actually been waiting for this for a long time. We are getting a house. Now, the house that we talked about, I know that all you guys were wanting us to get it, but it just didn't work. And we found another house, and to be perfectly honest, even though it's a little bit smaller, it's out in the county. It's not in city limits. We have a large yard, and I feel more comfortable with letting my kids play outside. So the good news is my wife left me, but she left me because she's going up north. She's going to spend 2.5 weeks up there spending time with her family, packing our stuff. She's going to pack the house. And with that brings the topic of this conversation today. The question that has molded and shaped our lives ever since we left Indiana. The one thing that's completely changed the way I see life and the way we do everything that we do. One question that changed our life. Rachel left me early this morning around 8 o'clock, and she's trying to get to her mom's. They're supposed to have a dinner, going out to eat for her mom's birthday and her sister-in-law. Now I'm getting on the road and I'm going to try to find somewhere with Wi-Fi. You have got to be kidding me. The Dunkin' is at a Pilot gas station. There is no way. I think I've been in there. No, that's not gonna work. Found another Dunkin', only 7 minutes away in Arkadelphia.
The destination is on your left, Dunkin'.
This video is supposed to be about the question that changed my life. How did it become hunting for Wi-Fi in Dunkin' Donuts? All right, I've been dying to tell you this. I've been wanting to tell you this for a long time. Ever since we moved here, since we left Indiana, months, I've been trying to find a way to give you this concept because it has literally molded and shaped our lives. And it's something that I think about every day. And I want to share that with you. But the question that has shaped our lives is why? And say, well, that's simple, duh. But do you realize that every story has a who, what, when, where, and a why? But that why dictates everything else. That why decides what your how is and your what. And a lot of times in life, we try to focus too much on the what and the how, and well, this is how you should do it. And a lot of people will try to tell you, this is how you should live your life, and this is what you should do, and this is the responsible thing. But honestly, in life, there's a lot of things that are not right and wrong. There is no right, there is no wrong. A lot of things in life, they're only right and wrong because of what your why is. Let's say you want to be a millionaire, okay? You can't be sitting in front of the television 12 hours a day, doing absolutely nothing and become a millionaire. Say you want to be a family man. You got to be able to spend time with your family. So if you take a job that works you 70, 80 hours a week, where's your family time? See, it would be a wrong thing because of your why. The why dictates everything else. And I focus a lot about money on this channel, but that's because money makes the world go round. That's what puts food on the table. That's what allows you to spend time with your family and keep the lights on. And our job takes up so much of our time. I joke around that when you factor in all the other responsibilities in life, I spend more time with my coworkers than I do my family. That's only working 40 hours a week, just because when you factor in all the other responsibilities, time is the most important commodity in life. Why allows you to use the best of that time. So what is your why? I thought this was very fitting because we are getting a house. Rachel is going up north to Indiana because we got a house. We've been living in a camper. Why? Because that was pretty much the only way for us to get a house down here. And we didn't know that the house that we were trying to get would take so long. And we never got it. Now we got another house and I like it even better. The house isn't as great, but the location in the yard, and it's got a deck and it's got a fireplace, things that the other one didn't have. To me, that's better. Why? Because it fits us. Another thing, I got a passion for photo and video, and my wife is letting me pursue that. And when I say she let me, I mean she let me. She let me get this camera, and Trust me, these things are not cheap. I'm going to be taking some courses and actually working on trying to become a photographer and dominantly a videographer. What do you want to do in life? You want to spend more time with your family? Well, why do you want to spend more time with your family? If you're sitting in front of the television, watching sports, playing on your cell phone, that's not the best use of your time, or most likely not. So if you want to spend time with your family, why? Because you want to invest in them? You want them to know that they're loved? You want to give them good life experiences? Well, then you got to put the action forth, like my last video, to give them that, to do something. You know, you want to keep up with your family. You want to be able to hike and stuff. Well, then maybe you need to exercise. You know, your why dictates how you do everything. As a Christian, I'm going to stand before Christ one day. And I realized that this whole question of why is almost like a child that comes to you and says, "Hey, Daddy, why is this?" Well, because of this. Why? Because of this. Why? Because of this. And this question of why, you keep asking it until you get to the cross, until you get to, I'm going to stand before Christ one day. But then you also narrow it all the way down to why, until you realize, okay, well, I need to spend more time with my kids. Let's not waste time doing this. If you want to be a millionaire, why do you want to be a millionaire? Now this is a key point. This is something I really want to share with you. Why would you want to be a millionaire? Is it so you can drive a Maserati and, you know, have a big house and all the things? Or is there a purpose for that money? See, money's not an evil thing, and I really struggled with this because I want to make a lot of money and I want to grow businesses and successful businesses. And I'm like, well, why would I invest so much time into something that is only temporal? Is it only temporal? What purpose is there for the money? There's a story in the Bible, there's a parable. I'm going to paraphrase it because I'm going off of memory here, but in the Bible there was a man that had a bunch of wealth, and his wealth was all in like grains and stuff, you know, food. And he's like, I'm going to make my barns bigger and I'm going to kick back and live at ease. He's basically saying, I'm going to build barns to store all of my wealth and I'm just going to retire and live life. And God said, thou fool. And he took his life that day. Why? Because the purpose for the money. He just wanted to consume it upon his own lusts. God says that we have not because we ask not, because we don't pray for it. But then when you do pray for it, it's because you want to consume it upon your own lusts. You want to be selfish. You want. Well, is that the purpose for having a business? Is that the purpose for money? Well, then you're doing it wrong. The Bible says we should work that we can give to him that needeth. See, you decide what your why is and then you go after it. So, man, I cannot, this fits everything. And the why makes best use of your time, and time is the most valuable commodity. So that's it. If you found any value at all in this video, maybe you think that somebody else could benefit from hearing this video, then please smash that like button, share it with anybody that you want, and something that I would really appreciate, but only if you wanted to, is hit that subscribe button. You have a wonderful day. Work harder and smarter.